Well, hello everybody. Tara Bachland here again from the Matthew Wood Institute of Herbalism. I've got a treat for you. We at the Matthew Wood Institute of Herbalism, as you may know, are in our grand reopening, and there's so many new offerings, new features to the Matthew Wood Institute of Herbalism. And one of those is, along with the professional library and with our year one program, we have Q&As, live Q&As with teachers like Matthew Wood, Phyllis D. Light, Lori Rose, and many more. We also have game nights to help in your herbal education. And so they're with other herbalists from literally around the world. And we also have study group sessions, which is something that we'll be starting in just a few minutes for the year one and two cohorts here in a few minutes, and we thought we'd give you a sneak peek. So Lee's going to share her screen. We have a number of whiteboard collaboration activities, and so this is part of our study group activities, and it's just a means to learn the materials more deeply, get to know your fellow students. Today's topic, for example, is thermoregulation, Culpeper, and acute disease. And so what Lee has done is prepared an activity for the group to explore those topics a bit more. And so we're not necessarily going to explain the whole thing, but maybe just give you a few visuals on what students would see. And so we have this whiteboard function that allows us to engage students into the activity, learn deeper, as well as get to know each other a bit better. So we start off with an activity, have a bit of a break, and then have a discussion afterwards. And these are, I know a lot of you, we have a lot of our classes are in the webinar format, so you don't get to see each other. But specifically in these activities, we open it up in a meeting format, so you get to see and hear from other students from around the world. And I'm going to open this up to Lee and or Alberto to chime in, because they're really the heart and soul of this right now too, as they've been putting these on. So maybe,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What we're doing here is we are trying to make things a little more hands-on, a little more interactive. The herbalist crowd, that's usually what their jam is they want to get out there and be physical and be active. And this is a nice way to at least start moving things around in a little bit of space and kind of meet some of those kinesthetic needs. And um, we understand that there's multiple different types of learners out there. So this is just another tool to help people organize their thoughts and help their study process. Some people like drawing, some people like doodling, some people like making short notes. And this might be up their alley where they can collaborate with their fellow classmates to go ahead and start jotting down some things that they remember from their studies. For example, Nicholas Culpeper, you might remember that he kind of was for the people, was one of the things that's, and you can even correct your spelling sometimes, that he's for the people. And you can go ahead and just add that to wherever you think it fits best. That might jog somebody else's idea. That might get other people making connections to other concepts they remember about the herbalist, astrologer, writer, and soldier Nicholas Culpeper. And later on, what we'll do is we'll take these processes and we will synthesize them, discuss them, and make deeper, longer connections that happen because of this. So it's just a good study aid, a good study tool for those people that like to make lists that are verbal and that are kinesthetic. And then later the discussion piece there for people that also are verbal as well. So we're trying to meet many different needs in one short space.
Wonderful. And this is just an example of the study group. We have different activities that go on. Specifically, on another occasion, we do games. We call it game night. It might be in the middle of the day, depending on what part of the world you're in. But those are different activities to, again, bring up recall or to enhance recall for your herbal studies, to have fun. I mean, don't we all learn better when we're having fun? And I know, and we love to have fun with you. So we have these new features. These are available in the year one program, and it's also part of the professional library, which I'll show you here. We do have a Q&A, for example, coming up with Matthew on June 20th. And so you can ask teachers questions, and it can be, we do initially gear the questions or focus them in a certain direction, and then at the end kind of have a free-for-all. And so it's a great opportunity then to have specific time specifically with your favorite teachers and go over specific content and questions. So these game nights, Q&As, and what was the other one? Study groups, which we're about to launch here in just a few minutes, are available in the professional library and also in the year one program. Enrollment for the year one program will open again this summer, so don't worry about that. You can join us again here soon. The professional library, as you can see, or this implies, includes everything. So if you start here on the left, Herbs A to Z is our longest running monthly course. It already has hundreds of classes, hundreds of hours of classes, and a new one each month. So we're starting out at $8 a month. By the way, in June, during our grand reopening, we went back to legacy pricing. So this is our best ever, unless you're one of our very, 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 very first students, this is our best pricing ever. And by the way, once you get locked in at legacy pricing, you keep that pricing as long as your subscription is active. So monthly A to Z library currently contains all the courses except for tongue evaluation and the study groups that I just mentioned. Recordings. We have certificates for the majority of our courses right now, and you just pass the test, which you get multiple tries, and then you get to print or save a certificate. Great for those of you who would like to track your accomplishments or who are gathering your hours for herbal accreditation. And then new to the site, we have library A to Z. So it's just simply combining monthly A to Z plus the library, which many of you have asked for, and finally we are able to do for you. Again, we're at legacy pricing, our best pricing ever through June. And then we have the professional library, which is like everything in the kitchen sink. And it is, of course, everything to the left, which is Herbs A to Z monthly, all the library recordings. It also includes live classes like RSJ Live, that's Real Spirit Journey, which is absolutely fascinating. It's also one of our longest running classes. We have the new tongue evaluation, which is only available in the professional library or as an a la carte purchase. And you can go see that by going to courses up here, but it's included in the professional library. Professional library is put together for the student who is advanced, is a quick learner, just really wants to dive in, and also for the practitioner who really wants to dive in and have more of that one-on-one interaction and activities to take skills to another level and have people to bounce ideas off of. And so as you see, we have the tongue evaluation class, which is more of a clinical level, clinical type of class, study groups, which is what we're about to start in just a few minutes for a year one group, and professional library. And we have live Q&As and game nights. We also in early 2025 are going to start a case studies and advanced discussion group. And so that will be included in the professional library. You also get courses added. The recordings are added within days rather than in the library that can take up to 6 months. And then you get 50% off any new courses that you may want to attend live. That is, they will be within this professional library within days, but if you happen to want to attend live, you get 50% off those online courses. So we're about to start one of our study group sessions for the year one in professional library. And it's just one of the new features at the Matthew Wood Institute of Herbalism that you can join in on, take your education to another level, but also enrich your education with students in the MWIH crowd from around the world. So we're about to get rolling here. We got people sitting in the waiting room, waiting for class to start. So we're going to sign off of YouTube and Facebook and all you others. Take care. Have a great day, everybody. Always feel free to reach out to us at hello@woodherbs.com if you have any questions. We're happy